Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are looking at my pin badges for the collection that I have. They are currently in this upcoming season's order, but I got these when I was completing the 92. So here is the Premier League badges. I will talk through each league in a bit more detail in a minute. As we move over, here are my Championship badges, so the badges I've got of clubs in the Championship next season. Have a little look there, quite a few new clubs in that league, so be interesting to see next season. As we come across, we can then see all my League One badges, of course. My hometown, Shrewsbury's in there, as is my local football club that I've grown up around, Exeter City. Again, like the Premier League and the Championship, I'll speak through these in more detail in a minute. And then we move on to League 2. Now, again, collecting these as I did the 92. It is updated to this season. I have been to Notts County and Wrexham's ground, so I do have pin badges for them as well. As we move on, we got my National League collection, which of course is a little bit smaller. Haven't only visited these grounds, but of course I am hoping to really get that bigger, this year. Hopefully to do some travelling if I get the time off work. Then we come to my bonus badges. A couple of local clubs to me, and a couple of them are clubs that I visited on my travels. Sort of around the country, so that's been really good, and again I'll talk through these in more detail when we go through them. So here is the countries that I've been to, the country stadiums. Apologies, had to move my camera angle there. So here is the national ones. Then we move on to counties that I've been to at the moment. I've only got a badge for Devon, but of course I'm hoping to have at least the local ones sort of soon. Maybe in my next pay packet I'll look to get those. And then we've got the other countries that I've been to. So the first one we'll take a close look at is going to be Elgin City. Now Elgin are a club in the Scottish League 1 or League 2. So as you can see, if I can get it in focus, quite a nice little badge, quite neat, quite tidy. The only thing that does put me off the badge a little bit is this butterfly pin. I'm not the biggest fan of the butterfly pins, but yeah, quite a nice badge, quite a good quality, and yeah, it's one I'm sort of really happy to have, and I'll be following Elgin City in the upcoming season. Next we move on to Ajax. Now Ajax is a stadium that I visited. I visited Ajax stadium was about 13 or 14. Had a stadium tour there, of course, picked up this badge. As you can see, a really good quality, really nice of the logo. Of course, I quite like the fact it's in gold. The gold's pretty neat, but it is the back of the badge that I prefer. With the pin badge as opposed to the butterfly. But yeah, a really good quality badge, and one that I'm certainly delighted to have picked up in my collection. We'll now move on to Devon. So this is the Devon pin badge. Of course, I have visited the ground of Devon FA up at Coach Road. Picked this up when I was there. Nice little badge, good quality, good for the logo of Devon. And again, it's a pin badge, so much the quality I prefer, and I actually really quite like the gold on the back there. So it's a really good quality badge, and one that I am definitely delighted to have. Sorry. Next we move on to the national stadiums, or the national badges. Going to move on to Holland next, of course. If I can get it in focus for you. Here is the Dutch badge. I love the orange and the gold. This is a badge, of course. Amsterdam Arena is the home of the Dutch football club, of the Dutch national team. So, sort of picked that up when I was there as well. Good quality good quality badge, and one that I'm definitely delighted to have. We'll move on next to the England badge. Again, picked this up when I went to Wembley with my mate back in November 21 now, I think it might have been. But a really good quality badge, and really shows the three lines off well, and again it's a pin badge, so I'm always happy with that. Next we'll move on to Wales, the Welsh pin badge. As you can see, of course it's got Cymru on it, and it's got, or Cymru, I never know quite how to say it, but then you've got the green and the white, and you've got the dragon, which of course I think looks really good on the badge. And then again it's a pin badge, so one that I obviously prefer. Okay, moving on to the bonus badges. Okay, so I have got AFC Telford. Okay, here is AFC Telford, nice little badge for the club with the slogan on it, quite a nice badge. The only downfall of this badge really is that it's a butterfly badge, but it's a really nice badge, good quality. Of course, Telford being the hometown of my mum, so it's really nice. I did visit the stadium. A good stadium, particularly for the level that they'll be playing in next season. Let's take a look at Bury. Now Bury, of course, former Football League club. We know all the issues they had. Of course, delighted to have them back this season again. Another badge when I picked up on my travels. A great little badge here from Bury. Again, it's a shame it's a butterfly badge, but good quality, and I wish Bury all the best. Chester next. Here is Chester City, or as they're now known, Chester Football Club. And a lovely badge, a great quality. Again, picked this up on my travels when I visited Chester. It's a shame it's a butterfly badge, but you know, I really like the logo, and a club that when I was younger I very much do remember being a League 2 club and playing with them on FIFA. Darlington is next. Now Darlington, of course, another former Football League club. Really nice badge, really good quality. The only thing I would say again is that unfortunately it is one of these butterfly badges, so of course not quite what you want. Next up is Havant and Waterlooville. I did this on sort of a bonus stadium when I had some time in change over at Havant Station when I was changing over trains. I had a little while to kill, so I went to Havant and Waterlooville. Good quality badge, a badge that I'm really, really happy with. It's even got the embroidery of who made it on the back, which I think is really, really clever and really, really nice. Again, it's a pin badge, so one that I definitely prefer, but it's a really good quality, really good badge, and I actually quite like the logo. Next up is Hereford, again another one that I visited on as a bonus stadium. A really nice badge. It's obviously the new Hereford badge, because they're now, of course, called Hereford FC. They're Forever United, of course. They were formerly Hereford United, again another former Football League club. So I'm really happy to have that badge, and I think it's a really good quality. Next up is Kidderminster. I'm going to start going through these a little bit quicker now, but Kidderminster, a place I used to go through all the time when I was visiting my nan when she lived in Telford. Great badge. Shame it's a butterfly badge, but I'm really happy to have that one. Macclesfield, of course. Now I actually visited the Macclesfield Stadium, as my friends wanted to visit it as part of their stadium hopping. A good badge. I was really happy to pick this one up. Macclesfield Town, of course, now called just Macclesfield FC, but it's a really nice badge, really good quality, and it's a pin badge. Next up is Saltash United. Now, most of you are probably wondering, why have I got a Saltash United badge? Well, I used to manage their women's side, and it was something that I picked up. I got a deal. I knew someone who was making badges at the time, and they got a deal on them for about 100. Of course, donating the rest of the club. I've got my copy here. As you can see, the badge is very clear. It says Saltash United FC around the side. established 1946, so really nice badge, and again it's a pin badge. Not quite sure about the black on the back, but the badge itself is lovely. Moving on, Scunthorpe, again former Football League club, good quality badge. Of course picked this up when they were in the 92, when my mates were doing the stadium hopping. Again it's a pin badge, so yeah, as you can see, real good quality. Moving on, we've got Tamworth, again a bonus stadium that I visited when I was up in the Midlands. Tamworth I used to do days out with my family up in Walsall, but yeah, I thought I'd stop off and visit the ground, and I've picked up this lovely little pin badge. Next, we start to go local to me really. Taunton Town, actually a stadium I haven't visited, but my mate picked this up for me when he visited. It's a really good quality badge. I really like the signet on it. Really sounds prominent, and it is a pin badge. We move on to Tiverton Town. Really nice pin badge. Of course, even has the name of the stadium on it. Yeah, really good quality. Really nice. Fits the logo perfectly. The other thing is, it is a butterfly badge. Torquay United, of course, former Football League club, former National League club. In the National League South this season, sadly beat my club Exeter City 4-1 at the weekend in pre-season. But yeah, it's a really nice pin badge, and again it is a pin, so it's a really good quality. Next up is Weymouth, another local club, one that I think I may have visited briefly, but yeah, another pin badge that's really quite nice. The only thing is the butterfly. Now I am aware this video is dragging on, so sort of speed through it. Yeovil Town, again former Football League club like Torquay, were in the National League last season. I've been there several times when they were Football League club watching Exeter. So yeah, I picked that up then when I first started collecting my pin badges. Now I'm sort of going to do these in one go really, just to speed them up. Boreham Wood here. Really good quality badge, as you can see. Yeah, there's the only downfall to it is it's a butterfly badge. I've been there to watch Arsenal women, I picked that up in their club shop. We got Dorking Wanderers. Dorking I visited after watching the docu-series on a bunch of amateurs. Where went my camera focus? Yeah, after watching the docu-series on a bunch of amateurs, of course picked up this pin badge there when I was doing, when I had some time to visit in the 92. In between as a bonus stadium, I'm really impressed with that one. Hartlepool. Here is Hartlepool, of course, visited them when they were part of the Football League. Of course being relegated this season, but yeah, really nice pin badge. I'm not quite sure why it's orange when they wear white and blue. But yeah, picked that one up. Oldham. Another one my mates visited when they were in the Football League. Of course, the year that they were relegated. Really nice pin badge. Has got the pin on the back, which of course is really important to me. Oxford City, a bonus one when I was actually visiting Oxford United. I had some extra time in Oxford. Now I'm lucky I did go because they're now in the National League. I really like the bull on it. I think that's a good quality. Really happy. The only thing I'm not quite happy with again is that it's a butterfly badge and not a pin. But a really nice badge. Rochdale, of course, we're in the Football League. Picked up this Rochdale badge when I was travelling around the country. Yeah, and one that I'm sort of really happy with. Again, it's a pin. So, of course, naturally, yeah, very good. Here. We've got Solihull Moors. Again, one that I picked up when I was on my travels. They've now actually changed their badge, so I may get a new one at some point. But I have visited the ground. My cousin actually lives in the area and works just around the corner. So yeah, no, it was really nice to visit there and sort of see his local club and really pick up my one of my favourite pin badges. It's a shame they changed the badge because I actually really quite like that. And it was also I also completed a Football Manager save with them. So yeah, I was really sort of happy with visiting there. yeah, same with Dorking. Dorking, I was doing a Football Manager save with this year. The only thing I would say is sort it out, SI. Game keeps crashing. Reported it several times. I've still not done anything about it. I've tried setting up a new save with them on Football Manager on my laptop, and it still crashes. So there seems to be something wrong with it's ever since they updated it a couple of months ago that I've been unable to work it. So that's a real shame. Moving on to League 2. Accrington next. Really nice badge. Like the logo. Yeah, it's a pin badge. I'm aware sugar. That was my studio lamp. Or, well, room lamp. AFC Wimbledon. Really nice badge. I've actually started a save with them on FIFA. Really good quality badge. Really happy with that one. Barrow. Good quality, really happy with it. It's a pin badge, obviously, like I say, I prefer that one. And yeah, really happy with it. Move on to Bradford. Bradford City, again, visited Bradford, obviously. The stadium's really nice. The badge, it's one of those, I can never work out if I like it with a peacock on top, and I think it's a peacock anyway, and the BCFC. But it's a nice little pin badge. Another one I'm glad to have picked up. Colchester. Of course, we actually went there to watch Forest Green play, and I picked up one of these pin badges. It's one of the games. Obviously, I met Rob Edwards that day, and obviously now manager of Luton in the Premier League. So, yeah, really nice badge. Of course, one of my favourite players from Exeter City, Matt Jay's gone there. But yeah, really nice pin badge. I'm really happy with that one. We'll move on to Crawley. Crawley, really nice badge. I'm still not quite sure about the oval shape and the fact that the badge is white around the outside. I think it would have looked better in red. Yeah, but with the pin on the back as well, so really happy with that one. Moving on to Crewe, sorry. Really nice badge. Yeah, really basic, but you know it's got the pin on the back, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, another one that's quite basic logo, but I'm really quite happy with it. Doncaster. Visited Doncaster. I actually stayed overnight, just around this corner from the stadium. It's a good quality badge. It's a pin badge, and yeah, one that I was really happy to be able to pick up. Forest Green, of course, recently relegated back to League 2, but here it is, the Forest Green badge. I'm really happy with it. Again, I have visited this ground, obviously watching Exeter. Then yeah, I was really happy to pick this one up, and yeah. Moving on to Gillingham now. This is actually the local club of one of my cousins on my mum's side. Really happy with this badge. Was really delighted to pick this up. The only thing is, it is a butterfly badge, so in my estimation, it does weigh it down a little bit. But yeah, it's good. Grimsby was the one that I actually completed the 92 at. Really nice badge. Shame it's about a butterfly, but yeah, I completed 92 at this stadium, so I think it will always have a little bit of a soft spot with me, really. It was nice, actually quite a surprisingly nice town in places. Harrogate, again, visited this when I was doing my 92 with the mates. Picked up this pin badge in their club shop, which isn't actually at the ground, it's in the centre of town, but was really happy with this. Again, it is a pin badge, and it's got some sort of embroidery there, which I'm not sure if you can make out. I can't quite make it out, but you know, it's a really nice badge, and was really happy to pick this up. Mansfield Town, You know, not a lot to say about Mansfield. Nice badge. And yeah, it's got the pin on the back. MK Dons, well, I'm not going to spend long on Franchise FC really. Club that we all know shouldn't exist. The pin badge, I think, is an awful quality. This square is terrible. And you can see it's a butterfly that you already know I don't prefer. Yeah, overall, quality of badge is actually quite poor. You know, I'm not just saying that because they're a franchise, but you'd think that they'd have the money to actually do a proper pin badge like the other football clubs. Morecambe, nice pin badge. Picked this up obviously when I was visiting the Shrimps with my mates. Good quality. Obviously got the pin on the back, so naturally I'm happy with that. I'm aware of the timing of this video, so I do apologise if it now seems like I'm rushing through them. Newport County, lovely badge. Yeah, really happy with it. 1912 Exiles. Quite a big badge. I'm not sure you can really see that on the camera, but again, it's a pin. Really happy with it. A club that I visited again a few times watching Exeter, so yeah, really happy with it. Notts County, a ground I visited when I was actually having a job interview up there a few years ago. Really nice pin badge. Very Notts County colours, which I'm really happy with. And then you've obviously got the pin on the back. Salford City. Now this pin badge was actually really hard to find. The club shop don't actually sell any pin badges, so this was sold by bought from a producer who sells pin badges basically. Yeah, it is a pin badge. Yeah, I think I would rather it be the actual badge and the badge shape, but the fact that it's got Salford City in the year it's founded, I don't actually mind. Badge is alright. Stockport, again visited Stockport, picked up this pin badge, Stockport County FC. Yeah, it's a pin badge, so yeah, really happy with that one. Sutton United, again, another pin badge I picked up, sort of really happy with that. Yeah, good quality. I'm ashamed it's a butterfly, but again, another ground I visited, another one that I am happy with. Swindon, again visited Swindon on my last leg of the 92. Or second to last leg maybe, but yeah, really nice badge. Yeah, I was happy to pick it up, and again, it's a pin. Moving on to Tranmere, again visited Tranmere a few times watching Exeter. Nice little place. Yeah, so really happy with it. The fact it's a pin as well. Walsall, local club to my family. A lot of my family live in Walsall. Visited this recently. Yeah. The only shame about it is it's a butterfly. And then Wrexham. All over the news at the minute, aren't they? With the owners and the ambition of the football club. But yeah, it's a decent pin badge. But you're going to find one thing that really lets it down is the butterfly, in my opinion. I really do prefer pin. Okay, moving on. We have Barnsley. Really happy with Barnsley. Nice pin badge. Visited that ground. Blackpool. Again, visited the ground. Nice. Again, it's a pin, so really nice. The only thing is, I would say that it is a little bit thin. Bolton, again visited the ground. Actually, really impressed with this one. Former Premier League club. Nice pin badge, nice badge. The only thing is, I would say that this needs to be a bit more central. But picked that up when I was in Bolton, so really happy with the quality overall. Generally, Bristol Rovers, of course, a local rival to my football club Exeter City. Picked this up when I was actually watching Exeter versus Bristol Rovers in the Christmas period. Of course, a classic 4-3 win for Exeter at the Memorial. Yeah, it's a decent pin badge. The only thing is, careful around kids because it is a little bit sharp on it where the sword is. But yeah, I really like the pin badge. Matches the club badge, which is really important. Burton, not a lot to say about Burton. you know, their badge doesn't say Burton Albion in it anyway, which I've always found odd. It says Brewers, because that's their nickname. Yeah, it's not bad. I would prefer it if their logo actually said Burton Albion FC in it. And again, I'm not a fan of the black paint on the back, and I'm not a fan of the butterfly. Moving on, we have Cambridge. Good quality. Picked this up when I visited Cambridge, of course. Not the best of grounds. Very sort of in the it's in like a ditch basically. But yeah, no. Here it is. Here's the Cambridge pin badge. Was delighted to pick that one up. Carlisle. Now this is one of the hardest places to find, I tell you. But Carlisle United. I picked up this pin badge when I was there visiting. Really nice pin badge. Again, it is a pin on the back, of course. Won in the playoffs to get into League One, so they are naturally very happy. Charlton, again, another quality pin badge. Shows the badge really well, and of course, is a pin, so that's always a win for myself. Cheltenham, good quality badge. Yeah, really happy with that one. Yeah, again, fairly local club, I suppose, being in Gloucester. But yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice actually. I think it's quite simple. Was happy to pick that one up. Derby. Now, Derby have a youth versions of the pin badge. None actually sold in the club shop anymore. Now, there is one addressed to the Ram, which is the original one I picked up, but I didn't like the fact it didn't say the football club on it, and it was, you know, quite poor quality. So I picked up this one online. Yeah, again, it's a butterfly, so a little bit disappointing. Now we move on to the best club in Devon, and my local club and a club I've grown up around, Exeter City. This is their newly released at the end of last season pin badge. So it is now metal. It's not like a plasticky material, which I prefer. It has got a pin on the back, and yeah, it's actually a really good quality pin badge for the football club. I'm glad they upgraded it from the last one. Fleetwood, yeah, here we go. It's Fleetwood Town. Fairly simple pin badge, and it is a pin on the back. Trying to think who's next. Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient, of course, promoted this season. I'm not a fan, really, of the pin badge. I don't think it really matches very well. I'm not really a fan of the white or anything like that. And of course, it is a butterfly, so that's always going to put me off. Lincoln, another one I visited. I was actually disappointed at the state of this stadium, but we'll talk about that in my stadium review video. But yeah, Lincoln City, nice pin badge. It's not too bad. The only thing is, the butterfly is massive compared to the badge, really. Northampton, nice badge, good quality, quite big, and it's a pin. Oxford, took me ages to find this pin badge, but I did eventually find it. It's actually good quality, and it's a pin. Next we've got Peterborough. Picked this up when Exeter played Peterborough. Nice little pin badge. And yeah, it's got a pin on the back. Portsmouth. Of course, it's actually similar to their old badge, but this is the pin badge the club shop sell. Really nice badge. And it's a pin. Port Vale. No, actually, my granddad's local club when he was growing up. Yeah, it's a nice pin badge. Of course, the only football club in the Football League to not be named after a place. But yeah, it's a really nice quality. And it's got the pin on the back. Next up is Reading. Yeah, it's got that plasticky thing that I said I don't really like, but the badge is actually alright. And it's a pin badge. Of course, hometown of my best mate. We've got Shrewsbury, my hometown. Good quality badge, metal badge, well embroidered. Quite a lot of detail on there, really, and it's a pin, so that always makes me happy. Moving on to Stevenage. Now, their new badge was really hard to find, but I eventually did find it. Their club shop didn't sell it, and they didn't even sell the old badge either. So, picked this one up. Yeah, good quality, quite a nice badge. So yeah, got that one. Done Reading. Wigan, nice badge, good quality. Yeah, happy with that, and it's a pin. I do apologise for if I seem like I'm rushing. Wickham, actually really lovely ground, really lovely ground stuff. Let me have a look around, let me walk around, let me stand on the pitch. So it was really nice to visit there. The only thing I would say again, shame about it being a butterfly. Now this has been going on for 30 minutes, so I do apologise if it's a long video. Birmingham, hometown of my dad actually, or home city, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, not a bad quality badge, it's a pin. Of course, the team that my granddad supported before his death. Here is Blackburn. Yeah, good quality badge. Former Premier League winners, and it's a pin, so always happy with that one. Bristol City. Good quality badge. The new badge. Picked this up when I actually visited Ashton Gate. Yeah, really happy with that, and happy with the pin. Cardiff, really tiny, so I'm not sure if it's going to focus. Really tiny badge. Yeah, so really disappointed with that, but you know, it is a pin, so I suppose he gets marks for that. Coventry, picked this up when we visited the Ricoh Arena. Really nice badge. It's a pin. Yeah, so really happy with that one. Of course, lost in the playoff final. Wish Coventry all the best next season. Huddersfield. Yeah, good quality pin badge. And it's a good quality badge, and it's got a pin. Hull. Yeah, again, it's that little plasticky material. Like, it's an alright badge. It's got a pin. So yeah, it's alright. Ipswich. Yeah, decent badge, really. And it's got a pin. Interesting fact, their club shop has a view of the stadium. Leeds United, of course, relegated from the Premier League last season. Again, it's that kind of plasticky material, but the pin badge is alright. As a whole, let's look at Leicester. Of course, also relegated from the Premier League last season. Nice badge, metal embroidered, and it does have the pin, so of course that's fantastic. Middlesbrough, good badge, again metal embroidered, but the thing that lets it down for me is the butterfly. Millwall, we have a Millwall badge here. Yeah, really happy with the Millwall badge. The only thing is, again, butterfly. Norwich, really good quality of badge, massive badge. I'm not sure the video does it any justice. Massive. Could do with it being a little bit smaller, maybe that sort of size or that sort of size. But yeah, really nice badge. It's got a pin. Now it's the green lot down the road. Now, I have to say, it's killing me to say it as an Exeter fan, but it's a good quality badge. Shape of the logo. Of course, picked this up when I actually did some work for Plymouth. So, yeah, it's really nice, and it's got a pin on the back. So, yeah, good quality. Well done, Plymouth. Preston, nice badge. Picked this up in the club shop when we visited. Yeah, it's a pin. The only thing is, again, it's a little bit of the plasticky material. QPR, picked this up when we visited the stadium. Really happy with this one. Fits the logo perfectly, and of course it is a pin. Rotherham, a bit like Cardiff, bloody tiny, so I'm not sure if it's going to focus. But yeah, nice pin badge. Could do with being a little bit bigger, and does have a pin on the back. Sheffield Wednesday, yeah, nice badge. The only thing again is that it's a little bit of the plasticky material, but it is a pin. Southampton, again, plasticky material. I picked this up when I visited Southampton, but yeah, it's a pin badge. It's fairly good quality, so I'm happy with that one. Here's Stoke City. Yeah, really happy with Stoke. Metal embroidered, lovely and shiny still, and it's got the pin. Okay, now sort of finishing the Football League ones off now. The last kind of four. Sunderland, good quality badge. Again, shame about the butterfly, but yeah, good one to pick up. Unfortunately, Sunderland, your club shop is a shambles. It ain't bloody open half the time. Was really disappointed when we visited, and staff and reception were incredibly rude. So wasn't really happy with that. But managed to pick up one online anyway to add to my collection, which I was kind of happy with. Swansea, of course, the new badge. Yeah, it's a nice pin badge. It's got the pin, so yeah, not much to say on it, but it is quite nice. Watford, visited Watford. Oh, really nice ground, actually. But yeah, really nice pin badge with good quality, metal embroidered, and does have the pin on the back. So yeah, really happy with that one. West Brom. Again, not a lot to say. Picked this up when I visited the Hawthorns. It's got a badge on the back. Pin badge. Yeah. Interesting fact about West Brom. Some random taxi company rang me saying I booked a taxi and I never did. So yeah, interesting. Okay, the Premier League. To finish, Bournemouth, good quality badge. Picked this up when I visited Bournemouth for a union event. Nice quality on the pin. Arsenal, my mate actually had to pick this up for me because when we went, the club shop wasn't open. Good quality. Yeah, with a pin. Villa, now I would say they're the worst team in Birmingham, but you know, they had a really good season, really nice pin badge. Shame they've changed the badge. I may have to, a bit like Solihull, I may have to pick up a new one if they do another pin badge based on the new badge. Brentford, you know, good quality badge. For some reason, Brentford doesn't like focusing. But yeah, again, the only thing that lets it down is plus the embroidery, but it is a pin. Brighton, visited Brighton, really good night out actually, totally separate. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, really good pin badge, really good quality. Again, it's metal embroidered. Yeah, metal embroidered, and it's got the pin. Next up is Burnley. Yeah, happy with the quality. Yeah, and it's a pin. Next up is Chelsea. Yeah, pin badge, good quality, metal embroidered, and it's got a pin on the back. So naturally, that makes me happy. Crystal Palace. Again, really good badge, quite thick badge if you have a look at it, but really nice. Got the pin, obviously. So delighted with that. Next up is Everton. Good quality badge. Actually don't sell these ones in the club shop anymore for some reason. I had to buy this online, but yeah, really nice pin badge. Of course, as I just gave away, it's got a pin. Fulham, visited this one next to playing them. Really nice, good quality, and yeah, just overall a really nice pin badge. Liverpool, not a lot to say on Liverpool. Basic red. It's got the liver bird on it, and yeah, the pin. Luton. Now, Luton actually don't sell this pin badge in the club shop, which I found very, very interesting. But it's a nice pin badge. Yeah, good quality. Shame it's not more on the colours. Shame it's a sort of plain silver and it is massive. I'm not sure the thing does it justice, but next up, my camera will focus, is Manchester City. Good quality badge. Yeah, it's a pin. Now for the best team in Manchester, and the club my dad brought me up on, Manchester United. Now Manchester United, really good quality badge. Picked this up when I was there. He doesn't have the rights reserved on it, which is quite funny. And yeah, it's got a pin on the back. Newcastle. Well, this one I had to buy online because the original was tiny and sort of all the paint came off it. So it wasn't a good quality. This one, yeah, fairly alright. Is painted on though, so do worry it may chip like the other one. But it is a butterfly, so of course that lets it down. Notts Forest, visited the stadium when I was in Nottingham, obviously for the job interview with Nottingham County. But yeah, it's just really nice with the pin on the back. Sheffield United, good quality badge. Again, metal embroidered and has a pin on the back. Tottenham, again metal embroidered, really good quality. Got a pin there. I would have put it down there on the bigger bit, but you know, good quality. And yeah, quite a nice badge. West Ham. I actually picked up this when I was doing a Football Manager save for West Ham, when we were aiming to win the quadruple. But I've also visited the ground, really nice ground. And yeah, the pin. It's a pin badge, so yeah, really happy with that. And last but not least, we finish with the Wolves. Now, Wolves are my granddad's team. The team he grew up supporting. Really nice badge. I actually really like the logo of Wolves, if I'm honest. You know, the wolf is very well in this. The shape is really nice. But yeah, nice pin. So that sums up really my pin badges. So here we go. Here's the Premier League, looking a bit messed up now. I've picked them up, but here's the Championship. Here's League 1. Here is League 2. There's the National League. There's the bonuses. There's the Nationals. There's the County. And, of course, there is the other countries' club badges. So, here we go. One last little zoom. Okay, so last thing from me. Sorry it's been a long video. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my collection. Comment below if you have a collection. Let me know what you've got, and let me know what your favourite pin badge is, or if I spoke about your local pin badge as well, your local football club. That would be very interesting to me. Last thing from me, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.